Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to FY Ministry. So today I'm going to just be having a little talks with Tosh. So I was asked, how do you still have fun while maintaining your faith? And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, coming from that party lifestyle, when I tell y'all, I literally thought I was like a rock star. Like, I thought I was a rock star out here when I was younger. And coming from that to really walking in my faith and really being committed to this faith journey, I was like, this is boring. Like, what can I do? What am I allowed to do? Because at that point I was already committed to to not drink, and slowly but surely I stopped smoking, I stopped having sex. So it was like all the things that I considered fun was no longer the norm for me. And so it brought me to this place of stripping away everything of what I was conditioned to believe was fun, and starting from ground up. Like, it makes you do the work, honestly. And I know because we are conditioned to, like, this is what fun looks like. Fun at 20-year-old look like everybody going out to the club, everybody drinking, getting lit, turn it up, hooking up with some dude that you like. It's like that's the norm for 20-something. And for me, it was like, okay, not only was I trying to figure out how do I have fun in my faith, but it was like, who do I have fun with? Because as you're growing, yes, you'll have like a few friends who are, comfortable with your journey of growth, but they're still living their life the same way as what you have now grown away from. So it's like, okay, God, what can I do? Like, I had that attitude, like, what can I do? I can't smoke, I can't drink, I'm not out here, I don't want to really have sex with nobody anyway, so I didn't care about that part. But it was just like, my idea of what I thought was fun, it's not fun, this is boring. How do I make this journey, I want to say fulfilling, but I don't know, like, how do I just make it more of, like, you don't want to get into this place of making it a ritual and a routine to the point where it's like, I got to read my Bible. I got to pray to God. I got to sing some praises. I have to go back and pray again. I have to pray again at night. I have to go, it's like you don't want to make it like a routine thing, because really it's about the relationship that you build with Christ. So for me, it was like, okay, what can I still do that don't necessarily involve those things? And once I figured that out, things start to flow a little bit better for me. And it brought me to this place of having to literally make that a list of like, Tasha, what's fun to you? Without the idea of what you thought fun was. What is fun to you? And I think that's the part I like about growing in faith. It always brings you back to the root, the head of what's really going on, and who are you really outside of the things that you've been conditioned to believe. And so I got to that phase of just trying stuff, just trying things that I liked when I was younger, things that really interested me when I was younger that I just kind of drifted away from for whatever reason. But I started trying things like that. And within that was it becomes a mental battle. And so part of that mental battle is the enemy will start trying to get you to believe that you're missing out on something. It's like, oh, all my friends is doing this, I'm over here, and it's like I'm trying to live this way, and I don't really want to go into that atmosphere, because as you go in your faith, you realize there's atmospheres, there's spirits, there's so many things that affect the things that you are allowing inside of you. It starts to affect, your walk. It sends distractions, open doors to demons, all types of stuff. And once you come into realization of that, it's like you rather not put yourself in that atmosphere at all. Because why? Especially if you don't have to. So he will come to try to confuse you in that area and make you feel like you're alone, you're by yourself, you're isolated. Now, don't get me wrong. I will be the first to tell y'all, walking with God, listen, you have to be willing to do some things by yourself. For one, if you want to have fun, you have to be willing to do some things by yourself and understand that you're not lonely. You're alone, but God is with you. So learn to do stuff by yourself. Learn to go places that you want to go, and you're not going there just because your friends is going there or just because the night leads you there. Learn to intentionally go places that you want to go and be like, God, like, I want to go on a date. Go take yourself on a date and sit there and communicate with God. And I know some people might be like, that's weird, because when I first did it, I was like, I'm not doing that. That's weird. And people will think I'm talking to myself. Like, I had all these ideas. But once I did it, it was like, this is cool. Like, it's peaceful. And you're still doing what you want to do. Like, you desire to do these things. And I feel like it's more so the mental battle is putting that mental block on yourself about, what you can do and what you can't do. Don't get me wrong. There's standards to living for Christ. But there are things that you can do that's not necessarily of the world. And the faith walk is not boring. I'm trying to tell y'all. So for me, I mentioned how I like adventure. I'm that person. I'll do random stuff. I like to just kind of go with the wind. Like, if somebody be like, hey, let's go to Mexico today. I got the funds and I got some outfits. I'm going. I don't care. I'm that person. Let's try rock climbing today. Let's try jumping off the plane today. I'm not gonna lie. I might get a little bit nervous with the jumping off the plane. But will I still be willing to try? Yes. And I think that's how a lot of your walk with Christ has to be as well. Like, you have to be willing to go with the flow. You have to be willing to let go of things. Let go of the control of what you think fun is. And you will start to, learn different ways to have fun. And then people will come along once you put yourself in those atmospheres to have fun as well. So, yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So, with adventure, I had this idea, like, I was like, I'm adventurous. I like to try stuff. I'm risky, da 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 da. And it was like, God started to show me, like, babe, your adventure is not my adventure. Your adventure consists of limits and boundaries because you want to do this, but you don't want this, and this to happen. Or you want to go travel here, but you don't want it to rain. And it's like with God, the true adventure is walking out the faith journey with God, because you're fully surrendering yourself to his will and trusting him as you go through the journey. So it's like, you're not all knowing. He is. So the things that you may even think that you know, he'll surprise you. And you'll be like, hold on, how did that happen? How did I get here? And so I learned it's not that the faith journey is not fun. It's that either you don't know who you are outside of what you've been conditioned to believe is fun. You haven't sat down and done the work to really dig and see what's fun to you. You haven't put yourself in the atmosphere of those who are walking the same journey as you and have the same goals and aspirations in life. Or you're in fear of doing it by yourself. And so those were a couple of things that was keeping me bound to feeling like it was boring or I couldn't do nothing, or just discouraging. A whole bunch of discouraging, negative thoughts just trying to come and take root in my mind and stop me from pursuing my faith journey. And so I just come to give y'all, just throw a few ideas out there. Hopefully one of them resonate with you. But I love y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.